what I'm saying? Like, you making your own shit now, but
that's how your mamas get made.
Huh? You feel what I'm saying? Like, your big mama, she wasn't not, if her situation would never died off, she wouldn't have been Big Mama's house, you know what I'm saying, for y'all situations to occur. You understand what I'm saying? So that's basically what this shit is. Like, we just in the boring part of the shift right now. Like, nigga, in like 20 years, 30 years, or 40 years, you know what I'm saying, when you a papa, or like, not just you got a child and they got a child, I'm talking about like you really got some experiences under your wing, like you got a couple of grands and all of that shit, like even whether you're a female or a male, that's when all them experiences, like, nigga, all my grands about to be over here for Christmas, all my about to be over here for Thanksgiving, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's me now, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's really what it's about. So the motherfucker that's making all the kids in the family, everybody talking about they got a whole bunch of kids, they shouldn't be doing that. That shit gonna pay off in the long run. You know what I'm saying? They hold it down, cause they gonna be Big Mama house or Papa house. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Oh, she chunked it back in. All right. They also had 10 kids.
Exactly.
No. Just because we moving along. Moving along. Keep it going.
Yes, sir, Ski.
Going. What's the next subject?
The you talking about really feed.
Oh, she's replying to.
Yeah, they on a previous debacle. Fucking
Zodiacs.
The Zodiacs. They in perfect alignment with
holidays.
The holidays, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Fucking
with this one, I want to jump out there. And I picked this topic because, again, I've seen somebody post something that they indirectly talking, I guess, believers of Zodiac. And she said, man, Zodiac shit don't mean shit. Okay, cool. That's your opinion. I respect
real. They did it like
in my opinion, Zodiac shit is real. I think maybe you're not versed in it enough to really take it for what it is. Maybe you stop at horoscopes, which is diluted with a whole bunch of bullshit. You really shouldn't even follow that like that. But them horoscopes, niggas, that shit started with one thing and that shit grew into some other shit. Everybody hear horoscopes and they connect that with Zodiac and be like, man, that's bullshit. That shit trying to tell me my day is gonna be this. I'm supposed to find 5 pennies today and then just ball out. Like, no, that's not the same thing. Let's take it back to the basics. All of this shit is fucking planetary alignment. This is based on...
Whoa, pause.
Go ahead.
The Zodiac is technically not real. It's based on the 12 disciples in the Bible.
What?
Continue.
Okay. Or maybe it's the other way around.
Continue.
Okay. Listen, it's based on planetary alignment, okay? So when you say, I'm not a Libra, I'm not a blah, 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 what they're saying is the constellations that have been identified in the skies at that time when you were born, there's based on that alignment of planets, stars, whatever, there's a certain energy going off around that time. Like that's the field of energy. Therefore,
Kevin Stevens, you're on to something. Continue.
There's a certain energy at that time frame. Also, remember when you're born or when you're a baby, your crown, you know what I'm saying? You know, you start off with the soft spot. So you're receptive, your antenna, your brain is more receptive to these energies. So it kind of, you know what I'm saying, that kind of has an effect on that planetary alignment at that particular time. For me, 1984, 1017, that was, the Libra constellation was in alignment. You know what I'm saying? That's the effects. That's when I was born. That's why the fuck I'm a Libra. But it's not just that. There's rising signs. You know what I'm saying? There's moon signs. There's more to this shit. There's levels to this shit, and it's actually all on some real shit. That's why you can really categorize somebody. Like, if you're this, you You can be a Libra, you can be a Scorpio, you can be this, and have those traits, or you can have the opposite of that because you're this type of, you know what I'm saying? Also, understand you're mixed with two different sides. You got a Leo dad and a Cancer mom, and they made you and you're a Pisces or whatever. All that matters. All that shit plays into your DNA code. You know what I'm saying? So your effects, like all that shit matters. So when people throw this shit out like, oh, I'm not that. Look, let me read this. They say we like this. I'm nothing like that. Read that shit, little boy, man. Are you on the cusp? You know what I'm saying? Depending, like, there's a lot of questions. You know what I'm saying? So don't follow the horoscope. That's my big thing. Don't follow the horoscope and let that shit confuse you. Go read about the 12 signs. That shit goes back to not just one religion. She said she's mentioned the Bible. Egyptian.
I got that, bro.
I'm just saying you can take it back to Egyptian. I'm just saying this shit is deep. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I just wanted to clarify that real simple. This shit is real. I'm a Libra, nigga, and I'm a motherfucking moon Cancer, nigga. I'm a rising Sagittarius, homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, like it's deep, and it's all based on when I was born, and all the planets and shit was aligned at that particular degree, based on your chart. Check your birth chart out. Have somebody read it to you. You might learn some things. But anyways, go ahead. I'm gonna let you jump down on that.
Niggas.
Yeah, jump down on that. Okay. Did you cover the comments first? Cover your comments. Make sure everybody.
Bro, that's why I told you, like, just keep going. On some Yo Gotti, what's that song that he got on every Cocaine Music album? Forgot what that shit called, but that nigga be in the background like, keep going.
Keep going.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, keep going. We gon' air this bitch out. You know what I'm saying? Like, alright. No rabbit holing. No, this nigga high. No, you can do whatever you want to, but I'm just saying this is what's not coming out of my vessel. This is all facts. Okay. As I always say on Damn Near Each Live, I can't get over it. From chaos comes order. And this is all essential to what the fuck I'm about to get to. From chaos comes order. And chaos is circles, darkness, infinity, infinite. Order is masculine, you know what I'm saying? Sunlight, light, artificial light, you know what I'm saying? Like, structure, straightness. Nigga, the zodiac is nothing but a order from out of the chaos of space. And that meaning, like you said, the stars and shit like that, they motherfuckers looked at that shit and observed that shit and correlated them with animals and all kind of shit of the lands and shit, just correlating, not saying that this was the know-all be-all. It's like, right, what their group was, you know what I'm saying, like, putting this shit together with. They wasn't jacking it like this is the know-all be-all, like this is what we do, this is the cute way we correlate this shit and convey the message to each other, because it wasn't no fucking languages back then in the beginning of time. Niggas wasn't just running their fucking mouths like we doing right now. Niggas was putting one foot in front of the other, actions, and if they wasn't doing that, they was using their fucking mind to observe so they can do actions. That all being said, light, artificial light, which that's what we are, coming from the chaos. The order is the artificial light, stars, celestial shit. You understand what I'm saying? That's what makes up the zodiac. We are a part of those stars and planets and all of that shit, which makes up the planets, the stardust and all of that shit. You understand what I'm saying? The sun is not a fucking planet. It's a fucking star in which all of our shit rotates around, which is the zodiac. Like somebody said in the comments, we have 13 zodiac signs. That's true and not true, but I know where they went with that shit. The 13 is the sun, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you know what I'm saying? All the rest of the planets is the 12. Represented by whatever the fuck your homeland is. If you're from America, you might substitute a fucking monkey for a fucking bear or something. It just depends on the land. That's what you put in your zodiac symbols and shit. So it ain't necessarily what we do over here in whatever astrology this shit is. I forget what Western astrology, if you call it, I think it is. Don't get me to lying. It's like, oh, this shit is, I had a brain fart for a little while. It's the Bible and all of that shit is based off of fucking astrology.
Right.
Like astrology and the study of stars. Like stars have been around before the Bible. Stars and all of that shit. That's why it says not to study the stars. That shit is like taboo. That's what it tells you not to do that, because if you do that, you're gonna get the whole shit from which the shit is written in. You know what I'm saying? It's a Masonic book. You know what I'm saying? It's all numerology. If you see one number, you're gonna see it again. That's like in the New Testament, it says 10 commandments. In the Old Testament, where the Hebrews, you know what I'm saying? Like it says 613 laws. That's 10 commandments, my boy. You
6 plus 3 plus 1. I'm with you.
You understand what I'm saying? It's all Masonic numbers. You know what I'm saying? If you understand anything, 0 is chaos, it's infinity, it's darkness, it's the curve in which all masculine numbers come from. I.e., you got your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The other 2 numbers was added into the zodiac, i.e., your moon, which is an artificial planet. If you go into your little conspiracy shits, that's a man-made shit, or artificial intelligence made that shit. It's not naturally made from the cosmos and shit. So you see what I'm saying? It's literally just 10 zodiacs. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn. But yeah, the Bible is based off of the zodiacs, bro. You got the goat in the Old Testament. The ram is Jesus in the New Testament. Because in the New Testament, Jesus is the lamb. In the Old Testament, he's the ram. You understand what I'm saying? And so, you know what I'm saying? Like, all of this shit, I can get deeper, but you know what I'm saying? The niggas smoking and niggas can't really elaborate on this shit, because I know niggas don't really know what the fuck going on. But it's like, if a motherfucker want to challenge me, let's get it started. Let's get it started. Yeah. But that shit crazy though, man. Like,
your ass is retarded, man.
But you not the. I don't, and I'm gonna say this right here. I'm just playing devil's advocate like I always do, because I don't, like you said, I don't believe in no fucking horoscope, and I don't go live my day by day kickings on some shit like, oh, today is Thursday. You know what I'm saying? On my zodiac, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm an Aquarius. But that tap into that shit be real, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna say that you're gonna be this much more successful or this less successful, but you know what I'm saying? The shit's still real. Real than a motherfucker to be actual.
And just to tie into that real quick, the shit's gonna speak to you when you understand it.
Exactly.
And I mean that shit. Like, even the horoscopes, like if you in tune with that shit, like if you just ignoring it and just saying, bro, that ain't real, then of course you first of all approaching it with a biased mindset, or you know what I'm saying, like cynical mindset off the rip. That's first and foremost. So you telling the universe, I'm not really trying to receive this shit. I'm trying to prove to myself that it's not real. So therefore, guess what you're gonna get out of it? Some bullshit. Like real shit. Because that's just like religion. It's just like the Pat G, you know what I'm saying, script came on here. He chose his path, and that shit worked for him. And I'm over here saying that's not a path I'm going, but my shit worked for me. It's the same thing. Like real shit, bro. Like, so if you choose to learn about it, really learn about it. It's just like the person who made that post. If I took the time to learn about your situation, I would learn, and I'm open to that. I wouldn't say that I would change, but I'm open to see and understand things more. But if you know what I'm saying, if I don't do that, then I'm just coming with that, oh, that's that bullshit. That's that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. Especially subscribing to it and saying, like, bro, this is some real shit. I live by this shit. I understand it, though. It ain't just, I read the horoscope, and this is what I got to follow by. No. That shit all in line with your algorithm of action. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that makes sense. Like, whatever you do and whatever you believe in, if you believe in this shit, you do your research. I'm reiterating, real shit, though. Doing the research is an action in itself. That's part of your algorithm of action. Which then you putting out that energy, that's what returns to you. You want it now. You're doing more than just inquiring and making comments. You know what I'm saying? That's why you're going to get more out of it when you go back and read them same horoscopes that you read before. You're like, okay, well, you know what I'm saying? Like that ass. You can really pull that shit. I read horoscopes and shit, but I do not read that shit like that's telling me my life. No. Exactly. No, just interpret that shit. And once you prep your mind by doing the research, you can better interpret. Until then, you looking through the lens. You looking outside. You looking from outside. The book is just sitting on the shelf and you see the pages. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not in there. You're not in there crunching that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. That's, you know.
I forgot one other part about me explaining, like, where this zodiac shit come from. Dude ever tried meditating to zodiac-based binaural beats?
I have not.
Me either. The reason zodiac is real, and the reason zodiacs are, like, I ain't gonna say essential, but they are. But it's not essential to this day and time, so to say. Like, they are, but to the average motherfucker, and for what they would want out of that shit, is not. But I'm explaining, like, where the organicness comes from it, and if I'm not high, I'll get to the part where, you know what I'm saying, that shit incorporates with you in real time versus in a better world where it would fuck with you in a good way. But anyway, like, when we come to this earth, bro, like, when we are made up, we come from the cosmos as a spirit, you know what I'm saying, as a soul. And the reason your zodiac matters is because the sun and these planets is rotating around the sun. When you come into the Earth's atmosphere, it's just stardust all around you, and you gathering all of this dust, like the days that you born on and like the time that you born, all of that shit is dust. You know what I'm saying? Like, you coming with small ass grains of dust on your soul. My boy glitching. She said I'm glitching. Yeah, you coming in this motherfucker with small ass grains of dust on you as a soul. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, a motherfucker still can't see you. So when you get breathing in, inhaled in by your fucking parents and shit, i.e. your father, you know what I'm saying? And he inhale you into his body and all of this shit. You in there for you don't know how long you've been in your father's body. You know what I'm saying? And to ejaculate you, and this is the day you come out. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the day you was motherfucking. Because when you in your mother's womb, you are just the beginning. The day that you are birthed out into the world, that's when a soul
enters the body.
Yes, it enters the fucking body. You are a soulless body while you in the womb. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
But once you enter the earth, like, not enter the earth, but enter the artificial light. She said, how you know that? Hey, man. It feel good to me. It sound good to me, man. Go look this shit up, man. I'm high. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't about to deter what the fuck I'm explaining, goddamn. But, yeah. So when the day you come out, it's like the stars and all of that shit is aligned on this fucking day. And these are the motherfucking, that's supposed to be like the dust that you have. And if you pay attention to this shit as you go through life, all of this shit that's based on your zodiac sign, because you don't just have one sign. You have, like my boy was saying, you got like multiple signs. People just be based on, that's why people be like, that shit's bullshit. It's because you don't know the whole story. And that horoscope shit got you all the way fucked up. It's like fentanyl on the dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't even fucking with the real deal, goddamn. Like, so you dying over there with that shit. It's like you got sun signs, you got moon signs. You know what I'm saying? You got rising signs. You know what I'm saying? You got ascension signs. Descension. What is it? Ascension signs. All kind of shit like that. And all of that shit plays a big part. And like I said, the way we fuck up is the way we fuck up our beliefs and knowing about this shit even in depth. And it's done on purpose. It's by just what we doing now, communicating in a way that we don't need to. We use artificial intelligence to our detriment. We don't have to talk to each other. But when you say shit like this, it sounds crazy. You sound off topic, but this has everything to do with the zodiac. Like, if niggas was in tune, I tell everybody, but it sounds crazy because you can't. Some people can't do it because they can't do it, but they have the ability to do it. If that makes sense. Like, you just so fucked up off frequency that you don't even know how to tap out and do this shit. I can do this shit, drop it down. Like, just tap out. Like, just leave everything and listen to the frequency. You can hear it. It's like, it's just a beat in your ear. Like, it's a beep in your ear. It's like a ring in your ear. It's a constant ring. You'll never turn it off. You might deploy yourself from that shit, you know what I'm saying? But some people get scared when they be like, nah, I ain't doing that shit. I might get fucked up. Like, and I feel you because you so far off tune and shit, but that's a frequency that everybody's on. They frequency radios to that shit. They do everything is on that frequency. It's like, nigga, that's why you don't see computers talking like us. That's why you don't see fucking radios talking like us, but it's all communicating waves and shit. It's like, bro, that is God. That's why God is everywhere. That's why God is in all of us. You know what I'm saying? That's the zodiacs. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean by the stars and shit are all connected, and we are all connected because of the stars and the zodiacs and this motherfucker spinning around the sun. We are all a part of the sun. Like, and back to the Bible shit. The Bible is based on astrology. It's based on astrology. 12 disciples. Jesus is the sun. Like, it's all based on astrology. Like, if you look at what the planets play, the roles that the planets play to the sun, it's all like the disciples and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's not to say that the zodiac is based on the Bible. It's the other way around. Because the stars didn't come after the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Like, the stars are clearly here before the Bible. Like, if you say that shit out loud, you'll see what I'm saying. Like, if you type that shit, it might sound cool to you, or it might look straight to you. But if you say that shit out loud, you have to, you know what I'm saying? Like, no. The Bible was based on astrology. I meant the astrology was based, the zodiac was based on astrology.
Shanti said, how you know that? And then she said, you can't say when it's so into a person. Okay. I'll say this. What we talking about, I don't agree or disagree because I don't know. So this is us talking. Like, this is us discussing, exchanging ideas. You know what I'm saying? Because this is not something I subscribe to 100%, but this is another idea. Because I had this, as he was saying it, I had a little piece to add to it to make it make sense. Like, oh, because you were saying the soul doesn't enter until you leave, until you come out the womb, right? And I was talking about the crown and the head. That's the reason you have. That would be a reason why you would have, you know what I'm saying, that open, and then it just automatically by itself. So it's closed. Now, also, Ken said, what about reincarnation? We've discussed that before.
And it all ties into this.
But again, this is not, I know, like my man be saying, I know a lot about a little, or I know a little about a lot. There you go. I don't know everything, I know a little bit about a lot. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? It's not that I know my shit is the be all. I know that this is an idea. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind as we discuss this shit. Like, real shit. None of this is saying y'all better change what you think. No, this is one idea I've heard about. I believe in everything, but don't believe shit at the same time. I said it. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I stand on that. But hold on. Seth said I heard about the Bible and how Xmas is not Jesus. Xmas is not Jesus' birthday, but it's like the winter solstice or something.
Yeah, bro.
That's all. Still 3 days, like Where the sun sits still for 3 days, like Jesus dying for 3 days or something like that.
Yeah, bro. It's all this is, bro. Easter, the same thing. That's why Jesus died. Jesus was born on Christmas, and then he died and rose again on Easter. You understand what I'm saying? It's the winter solstice and the spring solstice. You understand what I'm saying?
Planetary alignment. Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The whole book is based on astrology, bro.
Yeah, but I'm
based on astrology. It's based on the fucking planets following the goddamn sun around the motherfucking solar system, around the galaxy, if you may. Because that's what the fuck it's really doing. It's going around the galaxy. You know what I'm saying? Like, they want you to believe that this shit is just sitting there in one spot and these motherfuckers are just revolving. But in actuality, that bitch is going through the galaxy. You know what I'm saying?
I feel it. Yeah, welcome.
And every 6,000 years, it gets back to a certain spot, and that's what the zodiac is about. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's what the whole, you know what I'm saying? Like, the last 3,000 years or the last 6,000 years, 3,000 years, we was in the age of the age of Pisces. Now we are in the age of Aquarius. You know what I'm saying? So then the next one is Capricorn. You see what I'm saying?
Chinese say it's the year of the tiger.
Either way, you feel what I'm saying? It's the same shit. It's the same shit. It's all for the indigenous animals to their land. That's what it's about. That's what. But if you go over to China, they're gonna have a different book that's correlated to the zodiac, and it's gonna look the same way. Just like with Jesus, you see what we getting. It's like I was saying, COVID is a new religion. Damn near, it's not a religion, but it's like a new form of what we going into. Religion is getting pushed back. That was the fucking age of fucking Hey, this nigga said wow. But that was the age of fucking religion and shit. And you see all the religions was the fish. You know what I'm saying? All the religions got some kind of notation to the fish. You see what I'm saying? That was the age of Pisces. Now we going into Aquarian age, and what is the Aquarian? Well, we in the Aquarian age officially now. Or we won't be officially into it until like
I think we in
34. I think it won't be till 34. I think we in the like it take like 14 years for that shit to like
officially like certain.
It's a prerequisite. It's like a pre-dial, and then it's officially in there in like 14 years. You see what I'm saying? Or 13, or some shit like that. But you know what Aquarius is? Obviously, I'm an Aquarius. You know what I'm saying? But that's the information era. The Aquarius symbol is it's not an animal. It's just a motherfucker holding a pitcher of water, and the water is the information. And so he's supposed to be the information bearer. That don't mean that a motherfucker that's an Aquarius know it all. It means that they can assess shit at a better level than another motherfucker. Because motherfuckers always come to shit with their egos and one-sided opinions. A true Aquarian gonna be able to just take their feelings out of it and just be like, alright. You know what I'm saying? But they not about to just sit there and just be like a bitch about it. You know what I'm saying? Because they know what they know what they know. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, if you check the resume, you got different styles of Aquarians, but the bottom line to most Aquarians is like, bro, alright. You know what I'm saying? You got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but somewhere down the line, even if you don't remember that motherfucker said that shit, it'll be like, if you remember that shit, like, they was right, bro. I ain't gonna tell them that shit, but that shit was right. You know what I'm saying? They didn't give a fuck enough to argue with me about being right, but they was right. That's what an information barrier. Like, nigga, I'm just a messenger, bro. You can get mad at me all you want to, nigga. This shit's true. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck, nigga? Whereas a goat, the next motherfucking situation is gonna be a goat. And like you said, tiger is in China and shit like that. So, but a goat in American society it looks like a ram. It looks like a sheep. Has some similarities, but nothing is totally different from them shits. And what is a Capricorn in actuality? A motherfucker that looks like the rest of us, act like the rest of us, but they don't give a fuck about nothing but reality. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, where the money at, nigga? What's the reality? What's the realistics of this shit, nigga? Like, nigga, what is you talking about, nigga? You know what I'm saying? That's a true full-fledged Capricorn, not a coming in season Capricorn, not a going out on the fence Capricorn Aquarius, not a Sagittarius Capricorn, like Capricorn, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's a full-fledged goat, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, a ram, which is an Aries, is just a motherfucker that's just going just argue, like, nigga, just for the fuck up. Just, nigga, I want to argue, nigga, like, nigga, whatever. You know what I'm saying? January, Capricorn. That's what I'm saying. That's the season that we going to be going into, like, the reality of shit. The Aquarian age is right before, because they go, like, the months go this way. They go from Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, and that way. But on the actual scale of reality, like, the shit goes backward. That's why we left out of the Pisces age, and we in the dial-up stage of the Aquarian age right now. So, it's like we coming into, that's why we're back to with the situation about the young folks and all of that shit. Like, niggas is getting information at such a fast rate that everything is getting condensed. You see what I'm saying? They're getting condensed. Everything. The sun is getting condensed. You know what I'm saying? Like, the sun is dying. So the shit is getting condensed. You know what I'm saying? We got hundreds and millions of more years before that shit happened, before it just died, but it's getting condensed. That's not a bad thing, but it's not a good thing. Information is getting sped up because the sun is light. It goes back into darkness. You know what I'm saying? Like, the darkness is light going so fast you can't see it. The closer you get to that shit, the sun is where we get our information from. Everything on this planet gets this information from fucking sun. You understand what I'm saying? So, the smaller the sun get, the smaller the information get. That doesn't mean that you're not getting less. That doesn't mean you're getting less information. That means you're getting more information at a faster rate. I.e., you got motherfuckers, males and females, that look like they 25 and they just hit puberty. You got motherfucking animals being hybrided. You got humans being interracially mixed. Everything is moving at a faster rate. You got technology moving at a faster rate. Everything that the light governs, the sunlight governs, moving at a faster rate. It's good and bad if you think of it like that. Like, that means that, nigga, this shit gonna eventually go away. Which you knew that already. That's millions of years away. But at the same time, shit gets back to the point, the zodiac. That's the Aquarian age, the information bearer. The next age, which is 6,000 years from now, that's what I'm saying. Like, you got hundreds of millions of more years in this shit. So you just in a phase, you know what I'm saying? Like, the Capricorn era, which is 6,000 years from now, that's gonna be the era, the age of reality. Like, nigga, we ain't wondering about shit no more. We knowing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we doing this shit. Like, again, we might not even be talking at that age. We'll be in a whole nother universe, like, uploading our lives. Like, we know, like, what happens after death and all of that shit. Like, it's a different ballgame. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's different type. It's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't specify what happened in Egypt, ancient Egypt and all that shit. All we can do is look at what somebody wrote down in a book or some movie or some biography and shit and argue about that shit because we weren't there as far as we know. But, like, somebody asked in the comments, reincarnation is real. That's all we do. And you can't fathom all of that shit in one little brain. You only use 10% of your brain for a reason. Because the other 90% is all of that. Life is everlasting. Life is energy. You know what I'm saying? Sunlight is like a small, minuscule part to actual light. Light is darkness. Darkness is the ultimate light. And I'm not rabbit holing. This shit goes back to my...
I know you're not, but I'm just saying.
This shit makes, like, to the zodiac, like, nigga, you have to motherfucking be aligned with that shit. That's the frequency. G. Lisa Adams said, I'm a listener. But yeah. So, goddamn, yeah. You got any retort to that shit? Cause I ain't see that vid, but this like the third time you've been fighting, ain't it? No, that might be on some other shit. Yeah.
Just on the zodiac, we've already. Let's go back to that 13.
What you
want? Are you talking about the new one, the how do you say
Ophiuchus?
Ophiuchus. There you go. Is that what you're talking about?
She said it.
Okay, so
that on there.
Ophiuchus. So explain that. How does that? How do you add to the zodiac?
They find it. You talking to me or?
Yeah, I'm asking you. Yeah.
They add in planets, bro. That's how. That's why I said the original zodiac.
Yeah.
It's 10.
9 planets.
And that's why when a motherfucker talking about that Egypt shit, I get back and forth with that. I'd be like, yeah, I'm jacking that before I jack any other thing if I was to have to jack anything. But if you go to Egypt, they got 12 zodiacs too. Why the fuck they got 12? They knew that it was only 10 motherfucking planets in the beginning. Somebody playing somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, like the sun.
Okay.
Fuck.
Is it messing up? No. Damn it, man. I'll be damned. Give me a second. He should come back in. Star constellations. Yeah. Let me see. Bear with me. Technical difficulties. We lost my guy. I think his phone might have died. I hope not, though. There you go. He just popped up. There you go. There you go.
Yes, sir.
Famous passports. Fuck.
Yeah, man. We ain't here. I just had I'm glad that shit told me that shit. It said I was on 20%. Like, I can't do nothing, bro. Like, I can't touch nothing on my screen without that shit just doubling up. Phone wasn't charging fast enough. You damn straight. I'm over here trying to appease your ass and taking it off of the charge and putting it on the regular stand. Now I gotta sit it up like that. You gotta deal with it right quick so I can get myself to like 50 or something. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta turn that thing sideways, man.
Oh, yeah, okay. Y'all gonna have to deal with me like that. Alright, okay. Yeah.
Sideways.
Yeah.
Somehow you still managed to cut your head off. Okay, there you go.
Oh, okay.
Keep moving forward. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't tell you to take off the charger. I told you to use the grinder to prop it up. She talking to you.
Man, cause I got the charger on it, so it's like
I know you can't set it down flat.
Yeah, I can't just set it. I know what she's saying, like put the grinder in front of it. I got hella shit that can stand it up. It's just the shit, yeah, man. But what was I saying before I was rudely interrupted by my janky ass?
Yeah, he's sideways because he's got his phone on the charger.
She said, "You sideways, tall." Goddamn. But what was I saying before I was rudely interrupted by my double up?
I got you. I can see. Oh, she's talking about the grinder. She said, Kid said you better put some water on that. On what? I can't see. On that damn shit.
Set said I was talking about the Egyptian. Yeah, I was with the
12 zodiacs.
Yeah, it was 10, bro.
I was talking about Ophiuchus, and then we went.
Yeah, because it was 10, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we was.
It was 10. So I fuck with, and it was originally 10 fucking months. You understand what I'm saying? January was added. You know what I'm saying? And I think August was added. You know what I'm saying? Even February, I think, was added. You see what I'm saying? So these shits and the zodiacs in Africa, Egypt wasn't it wasn't no rams and bro, them shits ain't indigenous to that land over there. Why the fuck was they putting them shits like what the fuck you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you gotta look at everything. You gotta look at all of that shit, bro. Kenzie, what's poppin'? What are you laughing at, bro?
Nah, they talking about something. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
That's them doing their thing. I know what I need to do.
I'm rolling up, man.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, you know what? I know what I can do. But, I mean, bottom line, it come down to the question at hand. Do you believe in them? I believe in it. I completely believe in it. It's to the individual, to each his own, I guess.
Yeah, but it's really all about. You got some folks shouting you out, bro.
Key, what up, though?
It's about like just whatever you believe in, bro. Like
Set said I thought the 13th Zodiac was already there and they took it out.
You said what at, bro?
Now I see. Set said thought it was the 13th Zodiac was already there and then they took it out. I see what you're talking about, Shanti.
Wow.
The water reference was from Friday when Craig had it. Craig had it.
Yeah, I already knew that when she said she said you better put some water on that damn shit. That's why I was laughing.
No, I wasn't paying attention to the conversation. I had to go back and read everything to see what was going on.
Hell yeah. But yeah, man. It's all good, dog. Like he said it was 13 and they took the 12 out. I mean, they took the one out. Well, guess what? You right. I stand corrected, bro. I stand corrected. Because that's what it was about Egypt. They had 13 and they took that shit out in this 12. But if you're looking at the planets, it's minus the sun and the moon. It's 10.
You said minus the sun and the moon?
Yes. Because you got Mars, you got Jupiter, you got Saturn, you got Pluto, you got Neptune, you got Earth. Oh goddamn. How about us, man?
Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. So Pluto's included. That's another thing. It's the whole issue. Is Pluto a planet or a fucking moon? They keep saying right now it's supposedly not a planet. So we less another one.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's what they did with the months, bro. Like, it was originally 10 months. And them shits is all governed.
But we had another planet. Mercury through Pluto would be 9. You add the sun and the moon, that would be 11.
Yeah.
What would be the other?
Sirius. The dogs.
Hey, I'm trying to.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm on all that shit. I done, you know what I'm saying? Like, it could be whatever. You know, like, because, you know, like they say, like, the Sirius star, it goes and then it comes back every 6,000 years. And that's why it's back now, you know, and that makes it the I'm like, bro.
I see what
that's why I say I know a little about a lot, bro.
Okay.
Like,
I'm with you now.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
And that's why I said the sun don't sit in one spot and them shits just revolve around. That bitch is moving through the galaxy. You know what I'm saying? And I thought the 12 zodiacs were star constellations. Them shits is the 12 planets, bro.
I mean, but they are also
star constellations, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But them shits is like, they based on the planets, bro. Like all of the. This is why I said the Bible is based off of those, off of the zodiac, because off top the Egyptians and everybody else was fucking with the stars and astrology and the zodiac before that, but the Greeks was naming their fucking gods after planets. You understand what I'm saying? So when you get into that shit, your Greek gods are spawned from Egyptian mythology, but they are named after planets. You see what I'm saying? And when you do that, when you get to looking up that shit, and then you get to reading your religious books, whichever one you, I either want the Torah, the Talmud, the Bible, you know what I'm saying? That's not. These shits is all talking like the fucking. All of these shits is talking about where. Damn, what was I saying? Right. They telling you, what you say?
I was just trying to help you remember going.
They telling you, stories of the fucking stars, bro. They literally telling you. Oh yes, that's what I was saying. Like the Greeks, these characters in the books is based off of like mashups of Greek and Roman mythology gods, bro. Like, do you know that hell was Greek? Was Greece?
Elaborate.
That was the name of Greece. Hell. This is why the Hellenistic days, the Greek days. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they was the ones who took over Egypt, and you know what I'm saying? I.e. is when the underworld got translated into hell. You know what I'm saying? The underworld, which is just, okay, now this is getting interesting. Like the underworld is, you know what I'm saying? They took pride in Greece and the European area, and they felt like that was the Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Like, not that was the Egypt, but they made civilization over there, and they made like that shit was royalty and shit. So it was like, nigga, just like Egypt didn't call Egypt, and it was king, like Osiris was king of the underworld. You know what I'm saying? So all of these people, these gods were in hell. You see what I'm saying? The Greece gods was in hell because Greece was hell. It's not a bad name for them. It's the name of Greece before it was Greece is hell. You see what I'm saying? Hence is why their version of hell isn't called hell. It's called Hades. You see what I'm saying? Because there was a queen. You see what I'm saying? Like, because there was a queen named Hell, and she was one of their gods. Her name was Hell. You see what I'm saying? Like one of the Greek gods, his name was Hell. Like all of this shit is in it. It's all matched up and put into the Bible and all of that stuff. Like and I'm saying the Greeks because Hellenistic teachings and shit like that. They got their teachings from Egypt and Africa. You see what I'm saying? And then they got coined as Hellenistic teachings because they were stolen from them, and they put their stamp on it, and hell is Greece. And if you want to say it's not a word, but if you want to say it, understand it, it's Greekanistic. You know what I'm saying?
Hell was Greece. Is that based on a myth?
She said what?
She said hell was Greece. Question mark. Is that based on a myth?
Who said that?
Guess.
Ashani?
Yeah.
She said hell was Greece based on a myth.
Is that based on a myth? She's like, hell
No,
was Greece.
that's a fact. That's a fact. Look this shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying, like, that's what you get when you looking into history and shit. This is in history. This ain't in no off-brand book. This is like when you read in history, they refer to shit in Greece as the Hellenistic times and Hellenistic Greece. You know what I'm saying? That was Greece before it was officially Greece. You know what I'm saying? Like hell. So, and it wasn't a negative connotation. It was just the name of that shit. I just did. It's a Greek myth. I just did. It's a Greek myth. What you mean it's a Greek myth?
She's saying that the Helen Greece being called hell is a Greek myth. I'm assuming that's.
If it's a Greek myth, then I don't know what she got to elaborate because I don't know.
Hold on. Trying to just say after keep it regular because I actually need right there. After the Romans captured the Christian, after the Romans captured Christian area, the emperors chose to follow the Christian teachings instead of the polytheistic religion they had already been following. Most of those gods were taken from